Hello. We are back in today's edition of a Pub in Life, directly from Bolzano Station, where Mom is recording this, and she's gonna talk about something that she did today. So it's gonna be something important that we usually talk about in this podcast, but that sometimes is just overlooked. And that is founders' mental health. Why are we talking about this? Because she was actually in Bolzano speaking about this topic at a panel. She was moderating with a doctor and two entrepreneurs. One was serial entrepreneur in the mental health space. The other one is actually a guy that found himself basically burning out. And, everything from a hospital bed is quite different, right? And so, the thing is, why are we not speaking about the fact that your company without you doesn't freaking exist? And so why don't you prioritize your health and mental health as well while thinking about running the company? And the other question is, why aren't investors doing it? But we're speaking as founders, and we are going to change just tiny pieces of it. We're changing bit by bit. We're changing what we can. And so the real deal here is, if you think about it, as a founder, you founded a company and maybe co-founded a company. You have no idea what's on the other side. And this doctor was speaking and he was saying, you probably feel like it's going to be like more of an Olympics game, whereas it's more kind of a climbing Everest type of game. It's going to be shitty. It's going to be hard. It's going to be one of the worst things you ever did in life. But if you want to do it, you're going to do it. But you need coaching. You need help. You need people to work it with you. And so here he was talking about his scientific experience. But he basically stated that mental health is basically the first thing that founders should worry about before it happens. But they don't do it. And so this is mainly the problem. And so what comes to mind is that if you actually think about it yourself, think about a startup that you know that has invested in a well-being program. Think about a startup that you know in which the founder is paying companies money for his medical bills, his psychology, his therapy bills, his coaching bills, for making, in order to make the startup a better place to be, and for him or her to be a better human being, a better leader, a better CEO, executive, whatever. Cannot think about them because there's not so many of them. That's the reason why. And so it's already startling enough. It's already very, very bad if you think about it. But then again, as another guy said from the panel, entrepreneurship should be hard, but it's not supposed to create hardships. It's okay for that to be hard. And in fact, if it wasn't hard, it would be very weird. Like you wouldn't expect it. You wouldn't expect for it to be the actual deal, right? Because it's supposed to be not easy. But again, is it supposed to be that hard in order for you to sacrifice your life? In order for you to sacrifice your health? Well, the answer is no. And so what can you do? Start taking care about your mental health today, especially if you think you have it good. Because it's the moment in which you think you have it good that is the best moment for you to invest in yourself. You're not going to be like, oh, okay, I need to solve a problem. I need to solve an issue. It's going to be more something like on the lines of, okay, I want to be better. I want to make myself better. I want to feel better. I want to be a better person for the people that surround me. Okay? So this is it. How can you, if you happen to be an investor listening or a person that supports startups in any way, you're not supposed to give money to startups and just hope they make the best out of it without any shape or form of coaching. It's not good. And it's, to be honest, just acceptable in startup world. Because if I told my mom, this is how VCs work, she's going to tell me, come again? How is it possible? And so all this founders focused, all this value beyond money, all this, oh, we're different than others. Like, show it. There is a way to do it, and you need to take care of that. It's your money. So you need to care. Anyways, this is, these are the takeaways from the panel of today. And it was quite emotional. It was quite not easy to manage. It's always a topic that leads to lots of thoughts, lots of, concerns sometimes. It leads to moments of self-awareness that in the end are, what there is. And then bonus points is, Mom was asked on the panel, what would you define, like, in a word, your mental health in relationship to your entrepreneur life in just a word? And do you know what Mom said? My dog. Because I was the reason why Mom was able to just create a life for herself for real, which she was creating, but it was a bit imbalanced, not because there was a lot of work, but yes, there was a lot of work. But it also was because she knew that there was a piece missing. It was a self-awareness piece that somehow I was able to unlock. And maybe I was not enough, maybe I am not enough, and that's true. She also needs, like, human people around. But this is the real deal. Mom has said, my dog. And so if you're listening to this podcast and you might not have a dog, a pet, someone to care about, someone to take care of, it's potentially going to be a pet that will show you the best way to be human to other humans as well. And this goes for today. I hope it was not too messy with the sounds of the train station where we're recording this podcast. I love you. Thank you for listening. Share this with somebody who you think needs to hear this. I will send you kisses, hugs, and a bit of barks.